Welcome to DiceSized and welcome back to Wish Hunter. This is me, your DM, Robert Whitehead, and with me, as always, is my lovely table of friends and family here. We, of course, have George.
Hey, it's G, back to play Parable and talk about some awesome action last episode, but I'm more excited to see what happens after we step into our characters. We just killed something pretty big.
I think Papaya right now, if this was just all Papaya's story,
don't even get me started.
This is the end, right? Like if it's Papaya's story, we're done. The campaign's over.
The murder has happened.
Yeah, and we epilogue Papaya into a nice little happy life about how the world's still fucked up and things are going on. But no, we have three heroes that still need to care about that. So before we get to that, we of course have Maya.
Hey, it's Maya. You can call me Maya. I'm feeling good. Zen's feeling itchy. She just absorbed Lord knows what. Light knows what. Zen just absorbed.
Light knows what.
But all of a sudden, I guess she can do that now. So,
oh God, what is it?
Another thing for Zen to come to terms with.
The use of the charms from the third well that you guys gathered at the very first episode that you guys dealt with Mojo and got sent on this mission. Oh my gosh, I cannot
Days
believe.
Ago. By the way,
seriously wild. Days ago, but it is episode 14, and I am as excited to get at this session as I was when you guys used those charms, which was very excited. And I'm even more excited to introduce my lovely, lovely wife, Savannah.
Sav here. I will be playing Cassie as usual, but tonight you can call her Dragon Rider.
Dragon Rider. She's a dragon rider. She's a fucking dragon. I've listened to that so many times. You guys were awesome. It's great. I think at some point I'm just like, you maniacs. Like I do have things to say if ever wants to fucking call me.
Never. It
was a moment for absolute and true excitement when Cassie became that Dragon Rider. And I think it also served you guys well as Cassie from Dragonback spoke with God and gave you guys the perfect insights. And now you might need to deal with the fallout.
Allegedly.
I was literally nervous on my intro thinking about this. I was like coming like, and we were in an after show. I'm like, yeah, we're going to talk about this. I don't want to do it.
I've been manifesting that now Wishdrinker's gone. Problem's gone.
Yeah.
Wish Hunter's over. That was the it.
In Zen's opinion, she just changed the world.
Yeah. So you can check that on your list.
Check, baby.
Biggest check of them all. Checkmate.
Oh, that was good.
So good.
That was very good.
Oh
and I guess you have a right to feel like as heroes that you've kind of dodged the last bit of the danger, because even after the Wishdrinker died, it like sucked back in on itself and Parable had dodged that shit. And now it's just a turbulent atmosphere as you guys have stirred up from everything from hellfire storms to astral tides, and some of them have been whipped up around you, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I think first, on to a recap. Last time, our heroes ascended into the storm-tossed skies for desperate battle against the Wishdrinker. Attacking from Dragonback, astride winged boots, broom, and cloud, our heroes rode the winds and struck from all sides. Zin blazed upward on her fiery lupine comet. Cassie wielded divine insight from her mother, Sign, goddess of luck and omens. And Parable unleashed thunderous smites that carried with them the strength of the paladin's will. They fought alongside Savandria, Worried Mother and Wish Dragon, and the echo-bound duo, Coin and Sir Morris, whose stray wish drew Cassie's casting and briefly transformed them into a flying wasp, allowing them to enter the fight. A good wish indeed. The Wishdrinker lashed out with claws and crystalline webs, trying to drink of their very beings. Zin was briefly blinded by her own brilliance as she rocketed upward. Cassie divined answers from the heavens while altering fate to protect her friends, and Parable clashed with the Wishdrinker. Grappled and nearly drained of his soul, his vitality, his essence, Parable sought strength from his oath and his friends. It was Savandria that came to his aid in that moment, using wishcraft to rewrite the moment. Nearly losing 45 hit points and 5 points of charisma, more than half of his vitality and a third of his identity and memory, Parable instead reclaimed a piece of himself and bound it to the good book. As Parable recognized the magic of wishes that coursed through him, and the noble Jinn half of his nature was revealed, a silver handprint stayed upon the good book's page. With God-sent insight from Cassie revealing a vulnerable core, the tide of the battle was set to turn. Parable, seeing his chance, shattered his charm of the third well. wish magics run wild through his silver veins. His blade, too battered, too beaten to break through alone, first shone with a burning iridescence, then became a crackling blade of pure force. His body too slow, too vulnerable, first turned to silver, then became wind. In a flash, Parable was behind the creature, slashing another flash, and his breath-imbued luck blade pierced through the Wishdrinker's center. The creature's core shattered. Ever. Starfall become Wishdrinker. Unraveled. Spasming and screaming as its many-fold imprisoned beings were freed from their prisons. With its final death throes, Ever, firstborn of living wishes, delivered its coughing, spasming message. I was forged to delay the end. I bear the weight of all things. When all your luck runs dry and the world begs for one more second, it won't cry out for you, it will cry out for me. And with that, sent out one last mighty scream of star song as it collapsed in upon itself. We rejoin our heroes now as Papaya and Team Pavilion let out a great battle cry below. You hear it ring out through the valley as Papaya shouts his victory.
Parable is shaking and says, "We did it, Big P."
Through your fine steed connection, you can feel his elation in this moment as the valley is no longer under such a supernatural threat that the natural world had no option but to flee. Every living creature had no option and knew it in terms of its survival. You've given that to this valley a chance to live on, even in this turbulent world.
I think Zen is just going to fly her broom up to Parable and not like just pull up next to him and just put her hand on his shoulder.
I'm shocked at first, and I whip around and I see it's you. I'm like,
It's me, Parable.
"Oh, Zen,
Sorry, I just got my sight back.
is it gone? Is it dead?"
I was blind there for a second,
Wait.
but I'm pretty sure it's gone.
You were blind?
Yeah, I tried this big fire thing, and then it was like really bright. Like it was kind of cool. But
Was that
so bright?
I thought that was you. You were a fireball.
Yeah, it was kind of wild for a second. Cass, did we? Oh my god,
Cass.
I'm here. I'm here.
Savannah sweeps in. We're here.
I think Savannah probably goes straight to Glimmer.
Savannah drops you off towards the cloud and heads straight towards Glimmer. And you can see that she is also elated, but still kind of has that panic of a parent who doesn't have their kid in their arms yet.
Yeah.
And just, drops you off with the party upon the cloud. And you are rejoined with Raya, who had since left with celestial wings. And she drops back in, her wings drop in, and she says, We did it. He wasn't right after all.
nothing about that was right.
I was all wrong.
I am one to say that light comes in all different forms. That light was not okay. Not good. Not good light. Bad light, actually, one might say. Bad light.
Speaking of light, I pick up my hand and I see if I'm still silverine.
You flash to silver for a moment when Zin scared you, and it's still settling as silver ripples ripple through your veins, and it feels like a storm is running throughout you.
Parable, are you sick?
I don't know. It's I think as if someone's processing adrenaline. He's just shaking and unsure, and it has a lot of "did we do that?" energy, and still someone's around the corner to get him, and he's looking at his hands and almost threw his hand at you. I don't know if I'm sick. I feel stronger than I ever have, but it feels wrong, but right? I don't know.
Cassie opens her arms and invites everyone in for her first ever group hug.
Oh!
As you do, Raya almost mirrors you, sensing your energy, and you two,
the wings.
Just as they're fading, kind of gather up around you all as Cassie offers a group hug.
Yeah, I think Zin does the arms down, but leaves for the type of hug. I want this to happen. You got to make me do
Playing coy.
it. Yeah.
Parable.
I'm just so glad we all lived. I was so scared to see you all hurt, and in the thick of things, I was so worried. I've never felt that way before.
It felt like you were there the whole time.
I've never had anyone who I was so worried about.
I feel the same, and I think I try to test if I'm going to pass through Cassie as I touch her. And as soon as I don't, I like jump at her and I wrap my arms around your leg and I just squeeze and say, I'm so grateful for both of you.
I'm so glad you're
We did
alive.
it. We did it. It felt like
You
so
did
long.
it. Oh my God, you did it. You both did it. You guys, you did that.
I think we all did it, but
Yeah, no. I got, captured and then I exploded and I blinded myself and then all of a sudden P is just there and then not there and then there and then not there and then the thing is not there.
I don't know what happened. I felt a fire within me and my body became wind. And I think
You fucking stuck it in and run away, my friend. That's what you did.
Like slowly like levitating up from the ground.
They're here too.
Bottom button bros. As yes, you see that like Savannah and Glimmer, the valley has grown way less claustrophobic as the spider webs have fully like started to disintegrate, and you can hear life in the forest returning. But Savannah and Glimmer have their own little like corner of this little clearing. And being airlifted up from there is Volano, Lemillion, and Papaya as they have come to rejoin you.
it would be psychedelic as hell to watch a bunch of webs around a forest dissolve.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like sugar crystal kind of style.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys think we could meet them on the ground instead? I'm kind of missing the ground.
Oh my God, we're so high.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. We're stay where you are, Papaya. So she's like goes into his little brain and is like, we're on our way to you. Stay put. I'm so proud of you though. I'm so proud of you. I really sent you in there and you really got the thing done.
Will you tell him I love him?
Big P, Little P loves you. I forget who is Big P and who's Little P because you guys are.
I'm obviously Little P.
Yeah, it was a really stressful fight. I kind of just lost myself. So anyways, meet you on the ground. Bye.
You hear Lemillion's excited voice start to like, it was getting louder and now it gets quieter. It says, Wishbusters!
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Milano stayed with them the whole time.
Yeah.
I did. Check me out. Right, guys?
You're echoing up
You're
to
not
us.
ahead yet.
I think Parable stays in hug position.
Lean on me style.
I think
Yeah.
forehead to forehead, Raya looks at you, Cassie, and says, you talked to Mom, didn't you?
Yeah.
What about it?
What was it like?
You know what it was like.
Well, she's only talked to me once,
Just once.
and I can remember.
What'd you say?
She's talked to all of the living wishes when we gathered, but they weren't like me. She looks kind of proud and says, something special. She gave me a bit of herself, I think. It's starting to come back, and I remember that she wished for me. And then she said, I wish that you would give my daughter a little bit of luck. She needs it. Ever since. Those words they're the most beautiful thing that I've ever heard. I can tell that you heard the beauty of her voice too.
I did. And it was kind of like what? Well, you probably don't know smells, do you?
She tries really hard to smell, and then two little stars come over to like pretend to be a nose, and they glow. And I think I get it.
Well, sometimes a smell can unlock a whole bunch more memories besides just the smell.
And she passes her hand over your mother's journal that you've like let her hold every once in a while, and she says, "I think I get that." As just the feeling of the journal brings her back even.
Yeah, I feel more alive.
You feel more alive because of the smell of her voice?
Something like that.
As she says it, she like totally gets it, and like she's saying it with
so
like a sort of romance.
So
Like,
affirming.
her voice.
She's so affirming.
well, it's like it speaks of the fact that this is a situational and circumstantial moment where you are only able to feel so close because of the tension of this problem and because of the heightened stress and the way that you reached out. As you say that you feel more alive, give me a perception or arcana check. And this is in regards to your connection with Serfandria.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you can tell that Serfandria's panic isn't settling. Though she appears calm, you can tell that it's for Glimmer's sake.
How far away are they?
They are, where do you guys land? You guys are welcome to land right next to them. Or, I mean, it looks like they're kind of taking some private space, but you could land in the same clearing.
Same clearing,
Cool.
yeah.
We'll say it's 60 feet across.
I think I sort of like break from my conversation with Raya and give Zin and Parable's shoulders a squeeze and sort of like nod my head over in their direction and say, I'm worried for her.
As you do, you can give me an insight check, and all three of you can do so as you all look over towards Savannah.
Yeah, I think Parable still feels wrong. He's like just felt a little uneasy, even if it's just post big fight.
24.
24.
Damn.
24.
Fuck right off, guys.
Just a little bit of luck.
19
We're
plus
back,
5.
baby.
Yeah, we are.
With the 24,
3 of them.
I don't believe, as most human instinct things are, I don't believe I can fully describe the exact points of logic that hit boom, 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 boom in your brain, but I'll try and I think I can get close. You see Savandria and the way that she's looking at Glimmer. She's relieved, but Gloom isn't here. Maybe that's why she's still stressed that they're not all together as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can tell that she looks up and you can feel maybe in your mind, Cassie, you can feel that she can almost sense Gloom just a little bit off with Dapple. The reason that she couldn't sense Glimmer was because he was trapped away in a little prison. So no, it's not the family stuff. Maybe she's sensing more threats that we aren't picking up on. Nothing in the immediate surroundings. Luckily, the astral storms and the other witch-driven environmental hazards haven't come your way. They've been separated.
Mm-hmm.
She's not telling you something.
Is it the wish energy, Savandria? Are we out of balance?
Well, what could you ever mean? You are spot on with the question. Feel free to pursue that as she very badly tries to deflect.
Ever said we would regret this, and I didn't think it would happen this soon, but I'm wondering if with him gone, not consuming energy in the forest, if we are out of equilibrium now. If there's too much of one thing or not enough of the other.
That might be one way to... I think as you're hitting her with such pointed questions, she starts speaking to you and then stops and then switches to in your mind and says, I don't want to scare my son, but yes, extremely and utterly and absolutely out of balance. I think this is what Ever wanted. Or if not that creature, someone wanted. This is too perfect a plan. And as she says that, I think something in your new natural innate silver-blooded being Parable rings in you. Maybe you're not even part of this conversation within Cassie's mind, but you get exactly what she's trying to convey. The balance of the environment is completely out of whack, but it seems to have been done so perfectly that it feels like this was part of someone's plan. You feel this pull of your silver self that is not pulled by or touched by other environmental natures. The balance that she's referring to in Cassie is one where you innately feel this, like that you're kind of like at this point of impact. How the Wishdrinker exploded and imploded, dispersed Amovis around the world, and Wishstress has been essentially pushed out of this valley.
Also, it wasn't the energy of the Wishdrinker specifically. Even with banishing their energy, we displaced.
You displace. It's like how a hurricane or a tornado needs proper conditions to form.
Mm-hmm.
You're sensing those conditions ready to form. And Zin, I think with your mind, you hear within Akuma.
It was still a nightmare, by the way.
Oh,
I haven't addressed that. Can I make a stop?
God, what is that?
She's like trying to like pet the smoke around his head, and it's like, can I make it stop? Can you go back to normally? Normally, because the charm it lasts for 10 minutes or until you dismiss the creature as an action. It's like, Akuma, can I have Akuma back, please? I never thought I'd say that ever in my life, but I really want Akuma back.
And
oh my God.
Oh, you smoky little guy.
Smoky little guy.
Perfect.
You were so big back there. Okay, I'm sorry.
And I think from Akuma, you feel this sense of, similarly, it's from a sense of balance. And I think it's just more based on this idea that the flames must take over everything in Akuma's mind. The flames at one point in life will consume all. You can feel part of that is the expulsion of other energies, and how if he were to take over the world, if he were to enter this plane in his full grand wonder. And I think with that insight check, give me an additional insight check on top of this. This has been a hold off of Akuma. So
we just saw him as a hell wolf.
Yeah. That's an 11.
11's not quite enough. I think,
Fair.
you just feel this innate knowledge, as Akuma says, if the flames were to take over this world, I would bring them here in this moment. This place, wiped of, what do you people call it? A movies.
Yeah, movies.
It feels prime for the taking.
Oh no.
And if I were to take over this world,
Which
I
you
would
won't,
come here
which you
in
will
my
not,
perfect
because I am here
pure
and I am
Fine.
the cork to the bottle that is Akuma.
Oh, speaking of,
Oh, yeah.
and spits up
Parable.
the bottle.
I don't mean to assume, but I think this might be yours. Hands you a Thames breath.
I reach towards with my silver hand and I grab the bottle and I put it in my pocket.
That is a really fair response to that. I also don't process things right away.
Thank you, Zen. I don't know what to do with this right now. I feel so connected to everything, but it feels so far away and there's something wrong. It feels like the eye of a storm or something. Cass, can you, I don't, if we look up right now, would it tell us anything?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I know I made the bad light comment earlier, and there really is no real bad light. And I'm realizing maybe all about balance. But if Akuma were to take over right now, he said that we're like prime for the taking. And what do the stars say?
What do the stars say on a nat 20?
Oh my gosh!
It's horoscope.
By the
No,
lights.
cut it. Horoscope. Horoscoping with the news of this nat 20.
I'm gonna get back into those horoscopes someday soon.
Someday soon.
I haven't had much time in the last 3 days.
I think this might be a horoscope moment, or this is either a horoscope moment or an utterly and absolutely impressive scientific moment. Your brain goes off akin to someone who feels the oven go off or their bedroom alarm go off before it does, but knows that's when it was about to.
Could it be something I've read in my mother's journal that's didn't make sense before, but maybe makes sense now?
I love that. I just saw visually. I'm so sorry. I'm in my brain. I'm like, we did. If that's true of learning about the displacement of energy, we have clear skies.
Yeah,
We
you
have
do.
the most clear skies any of us probably have ever seen.
For the moment. I'm worried
Yeah.
it's all about to go.
I'm scared. I know. But this is a beautiful,
yeah.
cool.
Wow. I am holding Akuma back with everything I have.
What do the stars say on a nat 20?
Balls in your court.
Yeah, boy.
Stars in your galaxy.
Ooh.
It does have something to do with your mother's journal. It, as all of this adventure has been, is tied up in a puzzle of threes. You recall that your mother's journal had many mythos, everything from 3 fishes to 3 wizards to 3 wardens to 3 dots. Within your mother's journal, you do find a riddle or something of a horoscope of 3s. 3 shall shatter, stars maligned, 1 to steal, and 1 to bind. The 3rd is lost, yet leaves its mark. a wish ignites the coming dark. When children of time and luck in twilight meet, the third shall fall, and wistful fates repeat.
As Cassie processes this, I think it's probably one of the pages in her mother's journal that she could never really put sense to or make sense of, whereas everything else she sort of dedicated her life to following the math, double checking the notes, getting the basic understanding of space in general.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, now that it's clicking, now that it no longer feels like a playful riddle or just late night ramblings through my mom's pen, it gives Cassie so much fuel to just feel very bolstered approaching whatever's next. She's riding the wave of good luck, and now more words that she had access to all along, but now that there's meaning behind them, they have such a force, and she's going to use that as fuel.
I think her belief in herself synergizes with your belief in yourself, and the very
And my
recently
friends.
discovered belief that she has in you and your friends to solve this problem ahead. Great stuff.
I am especially reminded of the power that we three have as a group too.
And you look up into the sky and see that the star that stands still is absolutely not standing still in this moment. This is not something that I had planned for you to be able to see, but you, like noticing a volcano about to erupt, have a pulse on the breath of the cosmos. The star that stands still is about to split.
Cass, do you see anything?
No, I think we should just enjoy this hug for a minute longer.
I feel like you're lying, but okay.
Yeah, let's just enjoy the hug for a minute longer.
To give him a squeeze.
Think of the tea we're going to have.
It hits in this moment that with all of your insights and in this group moment, Savannah is so stressed out because shit's about to go down. And she's nervous. And doesn't know how to tell you guys. And I think has conveyed it as best she could to Cassie.
Cassie, amidst the hug, says, "Can you guys see the star?"
The star?
The star.
Parable looks up.
Volana moves to tackle you. Lemillion tackles him instead. As Volana says, "No, don't look up. No, it's it."
This is such a funny image.
You stupid coward. I thought we had you with horses that fly.
I don't even notice.
I fear that in removing the threat that was ever, we've made room for a bigger threat. And I think that threat lives within Solaris.
Does it have to be a threat, or is it like the next thing? Because like if Raya was the first thing,
Just take a breath in. How does it feel?
not good, not good. I'm going to be honest, it does not feel
That's
good right
what my
now.
intuition is
Yeah.
telling me too. So perhaps I don't know everything, but
Wait, the sands. And I pull out Brick and I do a little Rubik's thing and I zoom it out to
Incredibly important that you do, as you see the cosmos reacting much more so than the ground below. You can see that similar to the dispersal of energies that you've sent out here, it's almost more visible above, at least through Brick's lens of the binding of powers, for the greatest and brightest spot that orbits around Brick right now is similar how Cassie saw it, about to crack. More than that, I think both of you spot one from Brick, one from the sky, as
how quickly can I use my tools to calculate where it's going to land?
we're going to figure out that right now. I need you guys to roll a very important check. We're
If
going
it's
to say
initiative, I'm going to throw
it is not, it is not initiative, but
We're fighting a star, baby.
as all three of you look up, you see that before the star has a true chance to split, a tiny, tiny fragment of it splits off instead. As it drops from it, you, Cassie, and Parable are both able to see it, and we're going to calculate where it drops right now. As Raya says, instinctually looking up, "I have a new sibling." as the third of
The
living
stork
wishes.
we didn't fucking need.
Yeah, dude.
So you were gonna have us roll a check.
Yeah.
Yes. So that check is going to be to determine where this falls. We're going to say 1 through. Wait. Because this is not necessarily a check. This is a big luck roll to see whether it falls towards the lands of fate, the lands of fortune, or the lands of favor.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to say 1 through 6, lands of fate. 7 through 14, lands of favor. Anything above, so 15 to 20, lands of fortune.
Is only one dice.
1 die from
Shall we Tower of Doom her?
Yeah.
Tower of Doom is appropriate. Who would like to do it?
Does anyone have a neutral die or a dice that they really, really believe in? Also, do we have any preference of where the shit lands? Because, I mean, hell, send it to Chance. No, don't send it to Chance. Oh, no. I don't know what I mean. I don't know what needs to happen.
Up is down and left is right.
It does
Oh my
affect a
god.
lot of like campaign geopolitics.
Then why don't we just go for it?
Yeah, let's go for it. I like that idea. I almost am considering to just pop open the bottle.
Popping bottle.
Oh.
Like this is a curveball for me. I was like, I gotta keep a 10 in my pocket for a while, and I was like, why?
For what?
What if this is the time? Let's do the roll. But I think Parable might be simultaneously thinking of
Fidgeting with the bottle in
fidgeting.
his pocket.
Yeah, he's fidgeting with the bottle
Hold
in his
on
pocket.
to that for now.
Cool.
Before the roll,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not necessary, but I just sort of wanted to note, like, Cassie recognizes that this small portion of the star sort of escaping and hurtling towards our planet is not the separation of the star that she's anticipating is coming from the vibrations.
But you know that is about to happen,
Right.
and that the third living wish to fall is a signal for that end phase to begin.
Like the last shower of meteorites before the big comet.
Correct.
That one? All right. She's gorgeous.
The fate of the campaign.
Oh.
With an 18, you see that the third living wish veers across the sky eastward towards the lands of fortune. Largely and well unknown, these lands are often spoken of in a way of magic and mystery, as if to visit any place of the lands of fortune is so worthwhile as to bring back a tale.
Paravel zoomed in on Brick, operating it in a way that's beyond his like active mind. It was more of like a subconscious engagement, and he's trying to track where this is going. And it's like, does anyone know where this is?
Do you want to share anything else that we've covered in the campaign that sort of nods to the land of fortune?
We haven't been able to, we haven't really talked
mystery.
a ton about the land of fortune, but I will give you guys all a history check to see how much you know about it right now, because it is decently known of what like the general atmosphere is like over there.
Yeah, because Sands of Favor is Count Chance area, and Fate is where we are at, right?
Yes, Lands of Fate is in the center, and towards the west is the Lands of Favor, where Parable hails from, desert and high climb. Lands of Fate in the middle, and Lands of Fortune to the east.
12.
Parable had an 18.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Plus 6 if that matters.
Fuck yeah.
Such a bitch.
I think this is another Parse situation where you were told about this because it was like, you can't fucking go, but it doesn't exist. You can't fucking go, but it doesn't exist. And the
But
Lands
it
of
doesn't
Fortune,
exist.
the Lands of Fortune is a place where if you were to go, you've been told that you would, 1, lose your humanity, and 2, lose yourself. Like you would become.
It's the strip club of the 2L.
It's Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah, it's the what is
Take me to
the
church.
old town from the Bible that was
Oh,
it's
yeah, Sodom. Yeah. This place is known as mechanical nature. It's actually known as entering the Great Machine. If you were to go to the Lands of Fortune and not come back, and with that Nat 20, you've actually at one point gotten, a very quiet corner Cleric Hazel moment where he showed you this picture in a book of such an insanely alien world that at that point you might have been like gone home and been like, Cleric Hazel is like wacko to think this is cool, because it was a world of metal, no green in sight. He showed you pictures of clockwork men and interesting diagrams of a world that shapes the land itself to be what it needs to be rather than living with it. Domi, for all of its want to, worship the light, lives rather naturalistically and with the land. This felt alien to you at the time that you remembered it, but yeah, to leave the lands of fate and to enter the lands of fortune to your people was known as entering the great machine and getting lost in it.
It's the machine. It's the machine. We're going to lose ourselves. We can't go there. I mean, we have to go there for the thing, but okay. This might be one of those moments where I'm like remembering something from when I was younger and like making it really real. And it's probably not as real as it maybe I feel in this moment that it's real.
It's called anxiety.
Allegedly, Maya Ansel's word of the month. Allegedly. Yeah, so lots of metal. I saw it in a textbook like once. Like don't hold me to this, but I do believe that there's lots of metal. I am starting to not believe that I'm going to lose my humanity and sense of self. Also, kind of intriguing.
It sounds interesting.
On the 18, can I add to anything with the books that I've read on the Fortini or the...
Yeah, similar to, I think, less charged with this context, but you similarly have in your mind's eye diagnostics and diagrams of mechanics that the Lands of Favor did actually employ, right? Like modern day plumbing is actually in lands of, not modern day, like aesthetically, but
Roman.
Roman day plumbing, which hasn't changed all that much. There is a level of science that the Lands of Favor would look towards the Lands of Fortune and bring that for their own benefit. But similarly, there were forbidden sections that just said this went too far. Like there was a page of a clockwork man and you fuzz out.
That's my least favorite thing. We don't censor.
I remember in the books that I read an amazing geometry of artifice and building and invention.
So amazing that if you go, you won't want to leave?
I mean...
Ever?
I've never met anyone from the Lands of Fortune, so I can't say you're wrong.
Oh, no. I mean, we have to go. We're going to find out one way or another. You know what? We have to go.
I think you're right. If this is right and my eyes aren't deceiving me, looks like Cass.
Unfortunately, they're not.
I don't look up often. I had to check.
It's pretty, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. In that moment, the parable is going to think of Bloom, and he's going to bring Rick down to surface level, rotate it over to Dapples, and zoom in.
Awesome. You, funnily enough, don't see them there. And I'm sure it's this moment of panic, but you see them as soon as you turn towards you. They're on their way to you, and you actually catch them right as they appear.
Oh, no.
Gloom has grown much, it seems, as Dapple is riding him here, as Gloom takes to the skies. And Glimmer is also of a size to be able to fly, but they kind of clumsily... bumping into trees and shit.
Using their exhaust fire.
That's a good boy. And dodges away out of a branch. And as they land within the clearing as well, a family is reunited. And Cassie, you can feel it is one of the most beautiful songs you've ever heard.
And Bloom, you've grown. How long were we gone?
You're almost as big as the goats.
Dapple explains.
Did you eat the goats?
No, not the goats. But you sent a wave of something towards us, and Bloom got a big mouthful of a lot of wish stress, and it just kind of grew right up.
It went through your domain barrier?
It did, but it held. It just kind of washed over us.
Are the animals okay?
The animals are okay. Some of them did seem startled, but I don't think it's anything to be... You all seem quite alarmed.
Yeah.
This might not be good for everything. When's the last time we checked in with Mojo?
As you are thinking of a message from Mojo, a giant wasp joins the chorus of this beautiful song. And I think at this point, Timely dispels out of the wasp form, and you see in echo-bound form Sir Morris and Coin.
So much is happening
I know.
at the same
Exactly.
time.
So much is happening as they reappear. They are also there. I just want to clarify.
Ugh.
They say, together, and I find this quite clever. You can call us Chorus.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Did you do that on purpose?
I did not. I realized it today, though, and I
Cut that because it needs to sound on purpose.
Oh my God.
That's so good. I
So
will
good.
still be saying Sir Coin Daddy. Just kidding. No, of course, it's great.
They're one being
They're
though.
one
Chorus
being right
is an
now.
echo.
Yes, single form. When he is both bodies in one, it is Chorus. And when they echo form and do the Echo Knight thing of being two different places, then they switch into Coin and Morris.
It's nice to officially meet you without other circumstances.
I'm technically a different person, I think. With us both combined, I think we're trying to treat it as just a new entity. So good to meet you, actually, Chorus.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Parable.
You shake hands, silver rippling through your hand into whatever golden ripple he has.
I see your hand like phase shift and don't know which one to grab for a second.
Exactly. But as we have that little distraction and you've thought of when is the last time we spoke with Mojo, you feel your good book burning, Parable.
Perfect. Perfect. Another thing. Add it to the list.
Not literally, but as you
Mhm.
open it,
I do. I reach in the satchel and I open the good book.
you have a message waiting for Mojo.
I flip to the Mojo page. It's like 33 pages in for some reason.
It's always 33 pages.
And I flip it open and team, I think we have a message.
Orders? Oh my God. I've been waiting to be told what to do for days.
Just Craven structure.
Fantastic. As you open up to this page, you see the words appear thus. Stay strong, WH3W. Always like Mojo to use shorthand. Of course, stay strong, Wish Hunters of the Third Well. Willow has felt the roots of the world bracing for something great. And the Wizard Fall says a great descent is soon to be upon us. May luck be on your sides. Travel may be unsafe soon. Find a domain or make your way home as quick as you can. Very much relatedly, unbeknownst to Mojo, another page of your book begins to glow brilliantly. The three-dotted constellation, the third of those dots is burning brilliantly. And as you can feel that, almost a message from the good book, that this is when the cycle starts. This is the moment.
I think it burns a hole in the page, which is impossible to do with the good book. It's like kind of indestructible.
As it burns a hole through the page, you have this message from Mojo, and you have a celestial object in orbit above you that is about to explode. All of you can feel the world holding its breath. What do you do?
Take a break.
Long rest?
Oh my
Fuck
God.
this, I'm going to sleep. Oh no.
I think we should go back to the two wells and get everyone there. Dapple's domain is clearly not strong enough. If such strong wish stress was washing through it, I feel like she's going to get wiped out here.
Yeah, I think I'm scratching the top of the crystalline lamp or bottle that Atem is in and saying something's wrong. We've done so much already, but should we go home?
I think that's where the most fragile among us will be safest.
At least to regroup.
Yeah, we can't take everyone with us if we are to follow the star.
We need to fill in Mojo, and then we need to get confirmed final orders of what to do next.
Savandria looks at all of you and says, "This is home for us. We cannot leave. I feel it in my song. The next great wishing is upon us. Is this where we part? Or do we fly together?"
fly together. Where?
Have you been to the lands of fortune?
No, I know little of this world.
Parable, does Brick show any domains on the lands of fortune?
Parable zooms out, spins the dial, and does some Rubik's moves, and then zooms in.
Is the one section of Brick's patterning that seems overly geometric to the point that it almost seems fake.
It's pixelated.
It's almost pixelated, but there is a very large domain that has a well of power at its center, but many throughout the Lands of Fate, like almost collection sites of energy. It just seems like an intake system, even looking at it. But at the very center of the Lands of Fortune, there appears to be some sort of great city or something. The odd thing is that as you see it at the very center, it suddenly starts to shift and move, and not a ton. It stays generally in the center of the continent,
It's people.
but there is a massive
The city moves.
geographic, you might assume, I think with that pointed question, I'll just confirm that whatever well of power holds the Lands of Fortune together, it is a moving geographical point.
If it's not Brick playing games, it looks like the place that the star is landing in the Lands of Fortune. It moves. The city itself, it moves like a dial.
Much as I want official orders from Mojo, I don't know if we have the time to spare to go back to the two wells before we have to go to the Land of Fortune. And I think we have to just send him a little message and get those orders that way.
Very brave of you, Sid.
Thank you.
Very brave of you.
I think we have to make our own decision here. I think we fly with Saphondria.
I don't know that I want to ask Saphondria to go. I think we could go on the Cloud if we decide to go to the Lands of Fortune. If Saphondria wants to come, I won't say no, but I can imagine.
They have a job here.
Yeah.
It's already imbalanced, yeah. As much as I want to be dragon riders.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we have our means. I have my broom. I need to walk around for a little bit before getting back on it, but
I mean, they could
saddle its crotch right now.
they could drop us off.
Hey.
As you all look over to Saphondria does not answer, for she has her eyes still to the sky, and no rolls necessary. You guys are absolutely already plugged in with this. The moment is upon us, as something is about to happen.
Cass, I think maybe you should be the one to.
You think I should ask?
I think you should ask.
I think you're the best one to talk to dragons.
I don't want to get eaten.
Hey, Saphondria.
Doesn't respond. I mean, eyes
I try and
locked
reach out with my mind? What is she looking at? Up?
at the star as it trembles, as it is about to split. Has Cassie been able to keep her eyes away from?
No, probably not really. So maybe in a shared moment of communion with Saphondria, I look with her and say, what do you think is next for you?
Her song starts to rise and reach a climax and a culmination point. She can't even respond because her soul is instinctually responding to what is about to occur.
Can I understand?
Give me an insight or persuasion check.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20
Insight.
you're able to at first feel that Saphondria is not and will not be able to readily communicate to you. So you instead turn inward with this problem and with this puzzle. But luckily, it's not just you anymore, as Raya can sense exactly what you're thinking about and steps over. I don't know if we have time for a flight. I don't know if we have time for tea. If Saphondria is so focused, I don't think any of us should even be blinking.
You don't think we have time to get there?
As she looks up towards the sky, she just reaches out for your hand. She says, I think we should all just take a moment to just be here. As the sun fully sets, another day, another poetic sunset, as the stars fully come out, and the star that stands still can be seen in all of its grandeur, its pale light spread across the world like an ever-present full moon.
Looking at Brick, do we still have domain energy around us because the three of us are together?
You do. As strong, if not stronger than Dapple's. Dapple made a better move, leaving her domain to come to you guys.
Like Zin will take Cassie's hand and Parable's hand and say as long as we're together, we'll be okay. We'll be safe. Right?
As long as we're together, we'll be together.
Everything's better in threes, I guess.
Allegedly.
Parable continues to look up.
I'll just keep staring at it.
I think I do the puzzle and I let Brick float to the side, and I actually hold him and I turn on witness mode to remember this.
As if you press a button. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do timely, as well as I think all of you feel fatefully drawn to this moment?
Can I sketch in my mom's journal?
Absolutely, you can. And I have to ask, what do you think you sketch? Just specifically, like a visage of what you're seeing?
Yeah,
or
I think
specific?
the pen hovers over the paper for a long time because this would be the first time that, this journal hasn't been touched in a long time, and it would be the first time that I'm contributing to it. And
you can see your father's hand trembling above the pages.
yeah, and I understand him on a deeper level probably in this moment. But then probably just sketching 3 panels of the star over the last couple of minutes, identifying the broken piece as question mark, and just sort of taking in some data about the time, the angle, saving it either for later to reflect on and calculate things, or just to record what's happening.
Absolutely.
Oh, Cassie records. Yeah, that's really nice.
Rather than your mother's notes compared to yours are kind of silly. They're much more whimsical, but in spirit, in truth, you continue her work, but in your own voice. And through that, I think you feel something through that connection that you used just previously for divination. A spark of panic and 2 words. I'm sorry. And then 2 more. Good luck.
Cassie smiles.
As you smile, your eyes witness something spectacular and grand. Is there anything that Zin does?
She just says, Kuma, horn mode. Goes up as her extra horn, and they're just gazing at the stars together.
Oh, that's so sweet.
The little horn has
Like an
eyes.
antenna.
Yeah, my smoky little guy.
In the coolest way, it's those little cat domes where you just kind of see him comfortably wanting to experience exactly what you're experiencing, right over your shoulder, right with you. He says, I think we changed the world.
That's what I was going to say. I think we changed the world.
I think we changed the world.
Kuma cries.
Kuma sizzles.
My smoky little guy. Check.
This might be stupid, but I want to do it for RP if it's possible. Parable just has a bunch of new spells because he's now a new oath and come from a pretty magical experience. And one of those is slow.
Okay, cool.
Could I, through just the means of our group, cast slow in a special way right now to slow down the experience?
I will also let anyone else add a spell or an effect conceptually in spirit to protect or bolster the Sonaran Valley area. I won't say this will extend so far as to the 2 wells or even Domi, but the unclaimed lands where there are no domains to protect them, they have but you, Wish Hunters of the 3rd well.
Do you have any interest in bringing Aras back to life?
Fucking what?
Wait,
Fucking what?
I have reincarnate, and we could bring him back as an elf or a gnome.
Fucking
Why
what?
a gnome?
She says, find familiar.
I'm sweating over here.
You want an Ars familiar?
No, I don't. I just maybe I don't know.
I would allow you to cast
More bodies.
I would allow you to cast reincarnate again in a flexible way as to say, if anyone suffers or dies in this calamity, that they will be protected and reborn.
Let's do that.
Okay, cool. This will all require Arcana checks in a second here, but any other spell effect that you want to toss on this? Because you guys are Dominari. You guys are like an emanating well of power that can send out a ripple. I love the effect. I love the idea here.
Fire shield.
Fuck yeah, you do.
As like a protection or counterspell. But I think fire shield.
Awesome. We're going to say that it's kind of a mixture of both here, as your flames don't hurt the things that it passes over that it shouldn't, but they expand out along with it and are able to, like a counterspell, nullify any sort of hostile effect that comes its way. But as this energy starts to build between you three, give me an Arcana check or a religion check, or I will also allow a nature check, and let's see how this goes.
12.
Dirty 20.
14.
It's the dirty 20 that gives this energy the force to send out like a true ripple, but all of your spell effects take hold and push throughout the valley to a point where, in a similar way that you see the color return to the world when you enter a domain, you right the world as your energies expand. Is there anything else that looks like to you guys?
If the slow is going to affect more than us, I hope it just gives everyone that presence that we just achieved as a group, like more than the environmental slow, like everyone reachable a moment before the storm.
You're reminded when Ever said, when the world asks and screams for one more moment, it'll cry out for me, not you. But in this moment, you give the world just a little bit more time, or at least the parts of it that you can.
Oh, I think Parable says out loud as he casts slow, we all need a little time to cry.
And now is the time for crying, as you three together have secured quite a bit of land around you all to stay strong and secured. But in the next few moments, the star breaks and the sky falls. And so too does the earth and the lands around you begin to break and shatter apart, but your effects have kept it solid enough around you. But in the sky above, you see what is essentially a cosmic battle. As if you can almost feel the echo of Ever's scream and the beacon that it sent out to send out the third living wish and to start the next great wishing. You see the star that stands still, the frozen shooting star known as Solaris, is still no longer. Its usual pale and ever-present light splits into three distinct colors, crossing over the world in massive spotlights. Silver, violet, and gold. For a moment, all three blaze brilliantly. Then in a great flash, the violet sliver of star appears to consume the silver and gold fragments. Savandria roars with instinctual and guttural energy, reflecting the chaos above, and begins to beat her wings. Gloom and glimmer to her side, also ready to rise. The sky above fills with such an amount of stars that you have never seen. There is more stars than black, as what parts of the star that stands still does escape ends into a million points of light. Some drift like snowflakes, other are lines of light, but all fill the atmosphere and begin to swirl around the world.
Parable, with his experience with Count Chance, just has a moment with the slowed effect, and he remembers the most important thing about stars and falling stars, and asks himself for a moment, and I'll roll insight. Can I make a wish?
This is going to be a box of doom roll.
Do it.
I'll just hand the box of doom over to you.
Oh my god, dude. Oh. That's a 6. Can I use my luck roll or my luck point?
I mean, you could use your luck roll.
I am going to use my luck point. I think Parable salutes with a sword and uses his luck point. That's a 19.
You go to utter a wish or to even think of one, and you realize that would be like sparking flame next to gasoline. Not only that, you realize that as you even go to try to say it, it's like as if you become petrified.
Mm-hmm.
In like the way you consider it, you consider wishing, and then with that 19, you get a sense that if you were to wish in this moment, you would never wish again. This would be your last wish if it was to be upon the stars that you're looking at now. And I think with that check, I will just confirm kind of above table, because I don't know if your players ever got this fully. Will the wish typically need someone's dying wish to become as powerful as ever did? You sense in the energies above you that to wish would be to die upon these things. Parable might get through it, but the average person would become, it's a bunch of mini evers. It's a bunch of mini evers, but without any sort of sense of direction, as they all drop and swirl around the sky.
I hold it in my gut and think of the wish I would have made.
I'm curious, what was it?
I'll hold that for later in the campaign.
We'll save it for the after show. I love it. I will give everyone also a additional perception check to notice something that's not necessarily straight up.
Can I get the help action from Akuma?
Yes, absolutely. You never ask me for that, and I love that about you. So because you don't abuse it, abso-fucking-lutely.
That's a dirty 20.
Sick.
23.
17.
Fantastic. All more than enough. Zin, we'll start with yours as you look, coincidentally, to the west, where Domi lies. And as if on the edge of hearing, do you feel a hymn, the beat of one that you know? It's one that you would sing of the light in a way that made you feel almost too angry, you remember at the time. There was moments where you were, as a youth, taught to build up a sense of hostility and hold it strong, except it's new words that fill that beat. And on the edge of hearing, you hear, Aelin,
Solari,
Aelin, Solari, Aelin. And that beat continues as you can hear the tramping of footsteps throughout the forest headed your way, and some seem to fly above, issuing orders to those below, as they say orders such as, we near our cause, we near our goal, we near the objective. And you can't see who leads, you can't see.
I could guess.
You might guess.
I could fucking guess.
You might guess as the star callers have come from the west.
Could Zin possibly, with our current Dominari status, use thaumaturgy a mile in the other direction?
We will see.
Thaumaturgy.
Here!
I see them 10 miles that way.
The biggest point finger over there ever.
Come and get me, bro. Scram. Damn it.
But also yeehaw.
Yeah, like it's like of all the things that we needed right now, that was not it.
Could it be fake?
No.
Oh.
Needed no insight check needed.
No.
No. When your DM gives you a straight answer.
It was never a good light.
Like just DM to player, you can assume that this is probably not it just happened.
Yeah.
So it's not like their full mustered force. It's likely the first people they can get out. But Parable, with your dirty 20, this isn't in the sky at all. I think it's maybe your domain senses that as you reach out, imagine your tactile senses going out for hundreds and hundreds of yards, and you feel the rapid and athletic footsteps of a huntress.
Yeah, Parable's taking in this moment, seeing all the stars fall, and he feels this weird genie connection he just came into, and it's connected to the force that we just displaced. And as I'm reaching for that and all the elementals are swirling in my head, I feel something that I'm terrified of, which is a powerful, strong woman. And
Unbutton those buttons, bro.
I feel my heart beats so hard, my top button just goes.
So powerful, strong.
No, but
Lillian's like, oh, my brother.
Now that I can relate to.
All Parable's able to say in the moment is, there are a lot of people headed our way.
You do indeed feel one more entity headed towards your way, for the clearing that you are all on is rather high ground and the perfect point for a view at the sky, or perhaps the perfect place to enter the sky to try to claim the stars that fall. But we have one last check here, and Cassie with that 23. You look towards the stars, and long have you wondered whether or not the sages of Starwatch ever actually entered the skies or ever appreciated it for how often they would lie about it. But you see many a blue cobalt colored cloak of the Starwatch monks and tower hands approaching from the east as Vlano says, "Oh no, that's my boss." Pulsar Zen.
Not for long.
Pulsar Zen is the name that's put at almost every publication as, lead editor or whatever the title is. Pulsar Zen is like head of marketing, head of outreach. The sage of Starwatch, Pulsar Zen, leads many a tower hand, and they fly through the sky from the west.
They're flying? Fuck.
Cassie is a little bit delusionally optimistic because her mom told her good luck instead of see you never. Instead of I'm sorry, wish it was different. Instead of I'm sorry, love you so much. She said, I'm sorry, you got this.
Give me an insight or a religion check to find surety and certainty in that.
Interesting that good luck you translate to you got this. I love that positivity.
I did say delusional optimism.
You're right.
That is a natural 28.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
Yes.
With a natural 20, I really wish I could hold on to any sort of mystery here.
You can.
That's exactly what she meant.
Call it a daughter's intuition.
The I'm sorry was, and I'm sorry that you have to be the one to do this. I'm sorry that my daughter is the only one talented enough, strong enough, smart enough, and willing enough to solve the world's fucking problems. The one problems that I, as a goddess, can't even solve. I'm sorry, she says. And you hear those words in those two.
You remember how I said the thing about smells?
Yeah.
It was like 4 words, and I remembered like her levity as a person.
Yeah.
And I could hear her saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. Good luck."
What was Cassie's "don't cry over spilt milk" moment? Because I imagine that's most children's lesson of levity, is to not get upset over problems that you need not be upset about.
Don't tinker over ticking tools.
Oh, so good.
I love that. There's something in you that still feels the heart of the world still ticking, and your mother would not leave a problem to you to tinker over if it couldn't be fixed. One last thing, this isn't as apparent to you guys, but the world truly is breaking. Because you set those spell effects throughout this domain, and because you are who you are holding this place still. But you can see with your mind's eye touching throughout the domain's very edges as you are all now essentially becoming the Dominari of the valley.
Ooh, does brick change?
Brick changes to recognize it, flaring with a little bit more bright and color. But brick changes more so in the way that, similar to the sky above, there's more color and brightness than negative space.
Mhm.
Brick is like almost overloading with the amount that the world is breaking up into lines of power,
Mm.
being barely held together by land. This has truly become a world known as the lands apart. And they are truly starting to split as fragments of land are separated by the astral sea, essentially. A place where you would step into and your mind would have to be the thing to guide you. But here, with the power of your will, you hold together a semblance of reality, and above you, the sky begins to fall. And there we will end our session and see next time if you are all able to hold it up.
Oh, the waves of
Wow.
magical energy splashing against our giant bubble. And what that
Yes.
would look like if water was like splashing on a dome.
Like a
Do you
dome
think
at
it's
the
like
bottom of the ocean.
deafeningly silent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eerie.
This is where human senses fail, and me as a
Yeah.
DM can only do so much to describe the insanity that is around you. But it is whatever your mind's eye is picturing in the last dream that you held.
hmm
That is what's happening.
So we stand on top of the hill, mount the dragon, stand as intimidating as possible to these groups coming up, and I release the genie.
One of us can Galaga.
Yeah.
Raya looks to you and says, I feel that our DM does actually have a mechanic about holding the amount of wish energy we have and whether we survive. So,
Oh my gosh. I'm terrified. Thank you so much for that.
Another day, another skipped long rest.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I really thought we were just going to drop right into that big old great wishing, but we will just find out next time to see how many fallen shooting stars might be headed your way too.
Along with all the other threats.
This is
headed
my
our
luck.
way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at me
my.
always asking, do you guys want to go do something? And me being like, I'm not going to let you do it. You want to go to the Lands of Fortune? I'm not going to let you get there.
You think you're so funny?
Here's a nice little red herring for you. Hope you like fish.
We'll get there eventually. I imagine you'll have a lot of gas after you catch all these living wishes. A lot of gas.
Gas.
A lot of gas.
money.
A lot of gas.
A lot of gay ass money.
Oh, yes.
When at first, when you're like, is there anything you want to do? Like, is there any spell? And I was like, stinking cloud.
I almost said contagious.
Yeah.
Or insect plague.
God, it's so
Let's
fucking
kill him
good.
before something else kills him.
Oh my God.
We'll give him a quick death
End him
instead
quick.
of a scary death.
It's like Independence Day where Jeff Goldblum gets really drunk and he's like kicking trash cans and talking about how we gotta give the world a cold. But I can't do a Jeff Goldblum impression. We gotta give the world a cold. I don't know.
Yes, that.
Because if they give the world a cold, the aliens won't want the world because the world is sick. Because the aliens
You
want
think
the
aliens would be
world
afraid
for
of
their-
a measly little cold?
No,
A
but
measly little measles.
it's a metaphor, Maya. And then as he's saying this stupid shit, he thinks to himself, "Oh no, a computer virus."
Yeah.
You guys don't even know what good writing is.
Okay, but how does that help me?
This is your Independence Day.
On that note,
Yeah. I got to say my stuff here. This has been a bite-sized dice roll, twice told story told by yours truly, Rob Whitehead, brought to life by my players, Gmi and Sav. To post about the show, you can use hashtag DiceSized. That's DICESIZED. For more like this, find us on Instagram and follow us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/DiceSized. Chicka chicka.
DiceSized.